Everyone, this video is going to be on the discussion of my progress on my retail interview. I'm going to go ahead and start out with my retail interview. Manager interview is going to be with Adam Miller, who is a branch manager located in Linwood, Washington at Chase Bank. The consumer demographics for JP Morgan Chase are that they cater to both genders, male or female. I noticed that on page 174 on the fourth paragraph, it stated that there are about 5 million more females than males. So therefore, I'm going to have to say that 49% are going to be for males and 51% will be females. The age consumer demographics for Chase would have to be from the age range of 15 to 64 years old, because on page 175 in the chart, it shows that the age distribution in the United States is about 67% in that age range. I also noticed that while I was doing my interview, the minimum requirement to open a bank checking account is 13 years old with a PAN linked to that account. The literacy rate for Chase has to be 100%, because on table 7-1 it shows that the literacy rates are 99% for people that are the age of 15 and older. The income range for core customers, I would have to say it will be $50,000. I got that on page 174 as well, and they're saying the annual income for both families are about $50,000. And I noticed that after doing some research online, Chase has this new program called CPC, which is also known as Chase Private Client, which works with higher income folks that have customers that have either $100,000 or more in their bank account. The education for Chase has to be about 30% of the consumers with bachelor's degree, and the ethnic backgrounds for Chase are all backgrounds: African Americans, Hispanics, Asians, and even whites. They try to open accounts for any background or culture. The social target markets are, I would say, for mainly Hispanic cultures. I noticed that during my interview, they are targeting more the Hispanic community. They have Spanish and English brochures, disclosures available only. And so I noticed that the population of Hispanics in the U.S. are increasing, so they are trying to target them the most. I believe that the social class will be the upper class, because there is more potential in people with more money. I feel like the upper class, since they made that new program, CPC, they're trying to increase their deposits and acquisitions with the upper class consumers. They also have more potential to do things with their money at the bank. I would say a personal banker would be the first person to start out with to set up an account to build a relationship. Chase also have many other workers, advisors, such as financial advisors for investments, mortgage bankers for home loans, and depending on the customer's issue, I would say a manager if the issue needs to be escalated to a further higher up person. Personally, I feel that all consumers value their time depending on the importance of the service. Consumers all want their issues resolved fast, and in the banking world, I feel that people want issues resolved right away, but certain problems may take longer to fix. I also noticed with the booming of technology, people can deposit checks through their phone, ATM, and during my interview, I've noticed people depositing money and checks through the ATM, so people value their time at the bank, and then they probably don't want to stay there for too long. The psychological factors of a target market are personality-wise are someone who is knowledgeable to keep their accounts in balance and who can maintain their accounts. A bank wants to minimize losses as much as they can, and someone who is confident and financially stable is someone that the bank is probably going to target the most. The bank probably wants someone to have positive feelings with the banks because they want their customer satisfaction to be high. With that, I would say that a credit card or a loan would be the greatest risk to a consumer, because if they can't pay off their loan and the bank loses money, it would be a problem for both people in the long run, and therefore ruin their customer's credit. The importance of the goods and service is very important, because with a customer, there isn't any business for the bank. Customers mean everything, and they have to like the products and services that Chase has to offer. One thing I noticed after doing some research, I went on Chase.com, and Chase.com has a bunch of products and services for both consumers and non-consumers. So some customers, they can log on, check their balances, pay their bills, deposit their checks, see their statements, and etc. And then they can also find locations of the closest bank and ATM if they need to, or contact some representative for help. For non-customers, they can find disclosures and information about their products and services, credit card, and what they have to offer, and they can even open accounts online. So I feel like Chase.com would be a great place to start if a consumer, for a consumer to check out the information about that company. Thank you.